All right, all right, all right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Three Mics, No Filter, and where you get a chance to sit back and relax and hear conversations from everyday people. I done forgot my whole little spiel now, but yeah, welcome. I'm glad y'all here.
Ain't no
Come
worry
hang out
about
with us. Kick
y'all
back.
being y'all being friendly. You know what it is. You know what he's saying.
Y'all know what
That's
it
the black.
is, no
You know what I'm
doubt.
saying? That's the Monty. He's the black lion. He likes
Handle it,
Michigan.
Tone.
Go blue. You know what I'm
Go blue.
saying? I'm the Mike number two. I'm the rogue lion. I be out here wilding. You know what I'm saying? But not today. We on some serious shit today.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is E, mic number 3, holding it down on the left side. I mean, on the right side. It depends on what side you're looking at, left or right
Yo,
side. Yeah, I'm looking
come
at the
on,
side of the computer screen. I'm not
Detroit rap.
nothing
He's like,
political, nothing political.
this brother is out here
So yeah,
all the way. Go Diddy. Come on, man. Shit
now
up. We got
we're
you out
gonna
here
talk about
fucking with
we we can talk about the good things. We've done that before, but like I said, unfortunately, this is going to be a serious podcast. Some shit has been going on in a country that actually has been going on for a very long time. And some incidents or some situations get publicized, some don't. My
said that.
opinion, my opinion, they all should be on the front page, uh, on your time reel.
That
And if we
long
still
enough?
got newspapers, huh?
I don't know if the page long enough, E.
Yeah. So, uh, Tone, go.
All right. Well, today we want to talk about um, some of the stuff that's going on with our young black men uh, in this country. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, it's been documented, not so well documented, kind of the ease point that you know we're marginalized and kind of cast aside, and they other people think that they can treat us any kind of way and get away with it, and it's okay. It's not okay. All right. So today we want to talk about uh, the incident that happened in Columbia, South Carolina, uh, to 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack-Belton, 14-year-old in May 2023. Cyrus Carmack-Belton is a 14-year-old black male that was in a convenience store in Columbia, South Carolina. The store owner, I might get this name wrong, forgive me, is K. Rick Chow. He believes Cyrus has stolen 4 bottles of water. 4 bottles of water. 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 According to the prosecutors, the suspicion was mistaken and Cyrus had not actually stolen the water. Chow chased Cyrus from the store and shot him in the back. Cyrus died from the gunshot wound. Shot him in the back. 14-year-old Cyrus dies from the gunshot wound. Okay. A major issue at trial was that Cyrus was carrying a handgun. Prosecutors argued the gun fell during the chase and that he never threatened anyone. However, the defense argued that Cyrus pointed the gun at Chow's son and Chow fired to protect him. In June 2026, after a murder trial, a South Carolina jury found Chow not guilty of murder. So, of course, the verdict sparked strong reactions. Cyrus's family and many community members expressed anger and heartbreak, while child supporters argued the shooting was an act of defense. And the family is saying that they're going to pursue a civil lawsuit. Now, that was just like kind of the high end on the facts. Okay, we're gonna pass this around and discuss it as a roundtable because there's a lot of things I just kind of put out there, and I'm gonna throw it to my guys and see what they have to say about that.
So, Tone, thank you for giving us the information about that the incident. You brought up 2 points. The back. This was not this individual, this child was not a threat. If
14
you
years
have to 14-year-old, that you have to shoot them in the back. My second point that you made, 14-year-old. You're a grown man and you feel threatened by a 14-year-old. And
That's
I'm
running away.
sure and I'm sure color had a lot to do with it
I mean,
because I know
right? I mean, you
yeah,
could obviously say that.
yeah. So, because I know if that was a white 14-year-old, this wouldn't even be a story.
Probably
we
not.
wouldn't even be talking about this.
Or if
So
it was a story, it might be a story in the other direction, right?
yeah, this shit right here has to stop. I mean, it's been going on since the 50s, since the 60s. We've been
Or that.
mistreated, um, and we've already been predetermined. I'm sorry, by the race, by our color. This 14-year-old boy is gone, gone. He leaves a mother, father, probably siblings. He won't graduate. He won't see his first wedding. Um, first child. This person is gone. Over somebody predetermining that th- they were fearful for their safety, which I don't understand that. This is a 14-year-old child.
Because allegedly he's saying that he did it in self defense, but I don't know how we can claim self defense if he's 100 something yards away from your store
Good point.
and
Yeah.
you shoot him in the back. You know what I'm
In
saying?
the back.
Over
Hmm.
water? Like, of all the things in the world to kill over, water should not be one of them in this country. You know what I'm saying? I understand in some countries, in some instances, it probably could be a delicate uh, a, resource that's worth killing for. I'm sure if we
Hmm.
didn't have water available, it's a resource that's worth killing for, but not here in America, not in South
No,
Carolina. And
no, we
then
don't have no.
you chased him out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's egregious. You shot him in the back. You know what I'm saying? And then I was just highlighting that, saying that, no one should die over water in this country. You know what I'm saying? And then to turn around and then find out that he didn't even have the water. And then if we've heard somewhere he was 100 or more yards away and you shot him in the back. You know what I'm saying? So, E brought up how, if maybe he was white, that this wouldn't be an issue. I think it could still be an issue, but it probably would be the reverse of it, or he would let it slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't. 14 years old. He also said how he's not going to have any, get married, have kids, that
Right.
legacy that he could potentially had, and that's an excellent point. Um, I think that gets lost in some of this, so I think that's a great point, E. And yeah, I'm gonna just toss it back to.
Hey, real quick before you toss it back, and let me ask this question: is it possible it has a lot to do with the area? Because this is South Carolina.
I mean, yeah, right. Clearly,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
I
I
don't.
mean, if this was the Bronx or if this was LA, I mean,
Well,
it,
no, you can't necessarily say L.A. or the Bronx because I think those store owners too. It's probably exasperated in South Carolina because of the you know the rhetoric that goes on down there. But these Asian folks feel pretty confident in killing us. They've always felt pretty confident in killing us. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. And I would
So
tell you, I think a lot of those things happen, and the reason why they happen is because how we are portrayed. We've been portrayed as angry, violent, aggressive, people, and so it's almost kind of like for people other than us, it's almost like if there's anything that we have that happened to us, and maybe there's some type of injustice, or you know maybe we didn't get the right change at the store, and if we bring it up, then we're like, oh, we're being aggressive, and people feel like they need to protect themselves. You know what I mean? Like, and like you go into an elevator, and there's an older white woman on the elevator, and it's just you two, motherfuckers
Mr.
hammer in the corner and grab their purse.
Yeah,
mhm,
grab
You
that
know,
purse. Yeah, I've had that happen to
so
me in my work building
right,
with in the
you know,
elevator bay that I work at the same elevator as you, bruh. Come on,
you
Dolo.
know, which which
That shit
which
makes me mad.
which I think that plays a role in that. I also think what plays a role is these people feel comfortable with doing the things that they do because they've seen people get away with this over and over again. So here's the thing: not only did he not get convicted of murder, but he didn't get convicted of anything, manslaughter, nothing. So
He got yeah,
there was,
and
so there
manslaughter,
was
nothing.
enough,
right.
so he's not gonna
So
have
there
to
was no
face it again, right?
so right. So there was no price he had to pay for taking that young kid's life. There's no price he's paying for that. And in other words, he's kind of put up to be like, oh, self-defense, and now mind you, this dude was leaving.
How's it
So if
self-defense
you're
when you shot him
saying
in the
that
back? That's literally not
exactly,
self-defense
Mm-hmm.
but can I ask you this
by
though?
law.
He right,
That's
he's
ridiculous.
leaving and he has 4 bottles of water, which you think he stole, but he didn't. And so my point
He's
is,
gone.
I get it.
He's
You
not
don't want
leaving, he's
anybody
gone.
right, but you don't want anybody stealing from your store. I get that. But 4 bottles of water is not gonna break you. 4 bottles of water is not gonna break
Man, I
you.
will I
Why are
will
you
pay for
out?
that.
Why are
Yeah,
you
put it up
out?
there saying, "Somebody just stole 4 bottles of water from me." I'm sure the next person, the next patron that looks like him will pay it.
I got you. But, and I thought about this because I was like, they said he like chased him for over 130 yards. That's a fucking football field. That's over a football field, almost a football field and a half in length. So
Come on,
seriously?
man.
And
Yeah,
so
he got a good
again,
win.
no repercussions, no consequences to what you did. Because even in people who drive and maybe, they lost control of their car and ran into a
Manslaughter.
building and maybe hurt some people, killed some people, they're still
Yeah,
having to deal with manslaughter.
that's right.
It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
purposeful, but you have to
He didn't even
pay,
get that for
you have to
shooting
pay
somebody.
for a life you take.
Come on, man.
Like,
Look, which is the segue to the next one, but I just wanna throw this out here. They wonder why we how we run around here yelling Black Lives Matter. This is why, folks. This is why we have to say it, that Black Lives Matter, and keep bringing it up, and y'all wanna, um, demonize, I can't think of a better word for it, but y'all wanna demonize that term and that message, but Black Lives Matter, and clearly folks need to be reminded. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Um,
No,
anything
but
else on this
just
one,
real quick
folks,
time before you go,
fellas?
before we
no,
move on to the next one.
no.
But the reason
Yeah,
why,
this one. Even though this next story is going to piss me off even more, let's talk about somebody that did get a verdict.
Come
That
on
that
now, see,
that
that's
did
that
that did
segue.
get some time.
So what
So
he's
Carmelo
talking about
Anthony.
is Carmelo Anthony, the young kid in, Frisco, Texas. So
Mm-hmm.
Carmelo Anthony is a Texas high school student, who became the focus of a nationally publicized murder case after the fatal stabbing of another student, Austin Metcalf, at a track meet in Frisco, Texas in April 2025. According to trial testimony, and confrontation began when Anthony, who attended a different school, was sitting under another school's team tent during a rainstorm. Witnesses said he was asked to leave, an argument followed, and Austin Metcalf approached him. Anthony then stabbed Metcalf once in the chest. Metcalf later died from the wound. The central issue at trial was whether Anthony acted in self-defense. The defense argued that Anthony feared for his safety after being confronted and physically touched or shoved and made a split-second decision. Prosecutors argued that the stabbing was not justified and that Anthony escalated a verbal dispute into a deadly violence. In June 2026, a Collin County jury found Anthony guilty of murder. He was sentenced to 35 years in prison. Um, so yeah, that is facts.
Let me help
Little
you out.
highlights. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
talk.
let me help you out on this one. I don't condone the incident. It was unfortunate. Individual lost their life. This was two young adults. They had a dispute. One stabbed another. That was the wrong part. The process is what I'm pissed off about. The whole process. The adults that was around Carmelo during this whole process let him down. That incident should not have been tried in that county, and it shouldn't have been tried that soon. Because if I'm not mistaken, you're supposed to get tried by your peers. There was not one black juror, if I'm saying that right,
Mhm.
in that courtroom.
Mm.
That trial shouldn't have went.
I wonder. That's
And
a
then
good
from my
point. Real
understanding,
quick,
it was
real
a
quick.
public offender.
Yeah, he had a public
Did you?
defender. Real quick though, because that's a great point. I'm now a jury of your peers. How old were those jurors? That's a good point.
Good point. Good
That's
point.
a good point. I like that.
That's something that we have to look up.
Yeah.
But
that's been going on
that it
for
shouldn't
years,
happen.
though. I'm sorry, y'all, but that's been going on for years, especially in the South, where you get brought to trial for something, and a jury of your peers has not one black person on it. So
No,
that
they actively voir dire to take us out. So imagine, and here's my thing, and I'm gonna veer a little bit just because this is part of the overall system. You know what I'm saying? Because we as a people habitually duck going to jury duty. You know what I'm saying? I've always told people close to me that this is
Mhm,
why we got to go to jury duty, y'all. You have to. A few times I go every time I get summoned because I notice there aren't very many people that look like me in that jury pool. So if I am part of the 32 or whatever that's pulled into the pool, the jury pool, is immediately on site, prosecutor's gonna strike me. Cause oh nope, I'm automatically disqualified because of my skin. And that is their right to do that. You know what I'm saying? That is part of the jury or the trial system. So I get that part. But that's why we got to have more and more people in there because they only get
mhm.
so many strikes.
Yeah.
I'm
Can
sorry.
I
That's
can
a
I
good
add
point.
can I add on
Tony, that's a
too,
just
Tone?
real quick. That's a good point, Tony. I hadn't really thought about it from that angle. I've been one who has always wanted to be on a jury, not because I think it's glamorous or anything, but I wanted to see how our judicial system works from the inside. You don't get to see that. You
That's
only
right.
get to see what's on TV or what you read. So that's a really good point
Mhm.
that people don't take jury duty seriously. They're not paying me for
Especially our
getting out of
people.
work, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go. So very good point. Go ahead, E.
No, because I'm very fascinated with that process because I've been called twice for jury duty, and both times they kind of played out, so I never got called, after the first day. But that is very important that you said that, Tone, because we need more people that look like us. I mean,
Yeah.
because
The pool is
you,
already thin, y'all.
yeah, I mean, you don't know what type of trial. It could be domestic, could be murder. Uh, what else? It could be manslaughter. I
I've
mean,
been in
but they.
two. I can say I've been to two. I've been selected twice.
Mhm.
I was an alternate on one. It was a DUI, and then I was another one where, to y'all's point, being part of the process, why are we here? Because this is clearly some bullshit. And when you start looking at it from that angle, and then my sister, I've said it, she's a defense attorney in Houston. She will like kind of get cases and she'll kind of poll me like, okay, here's what I'm thinking. What do you think? What do you think of this argument? And like some of the stuff she tells me is that these prosecutors bring to trial in Texas stupid. Like I'm like, why is this going to trial? It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of resources. What are we doing?
Well, let me say, this is June is men's mental health, and we are going to touch basis on that probably the next episode because that we have to take that very serious, men mental health, because a lot of men that look like us don't seek mental health, and that's very important because we have that stigma that we have. So
Yes, we do.
we have to
We for certain.
we're really going to talk about that.
Yeah.
And then I really want to talk about our veterans that's coming out that don't have no help. So,
Hell yeah. That's some shit we need to talk about because it is. That's a problem, been a problem, but
mhm,
seems like it's probably exasperated a little bit more now with all the goofy shit that's going on with, the federal government striking programs down and shit. So,
yeah,
feel that.
DIH and all that. Yeah, that's
This man
unfortunate.
is man, if ever somebody didn't give a fuck, God, Jesus,
Mm-mm.
man,
Couple of more months, few more months.
I
Get
hope
this
so.
motherfucker up out of here, man.
I am convinced this man has found a way to, like, to just extend some shit. Like,
Hmm.
I wouldn't put it past him. You feel me?
No, cause I told motherfuckers all the time, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. It's
Yeah.
gonna be hell and high water to get him up out of here. And y'all thought June 6th was bad.
January 6th.
Oh, I'm sorry, January 6th was
And
bad.
that
Yeah.
motherfucker is still pardoning people, said he's happy to do it. That's crazy. That's so disrespectful. Oh my God.
So I watched this show called Bill Maher. It
Mhm,
comes on HBO.
mhm.
And they had Vice President Pouncey, 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 the last Vice President. and he was talking about January 6th. And because his name came up because they wanted to
Oh, yeah,
string
'cause
him
they
up.
trying to get him. They didn't
Yeah.
get good blessed about him too. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
he was getting caught up in this shit too. So yeah, he felt away too. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I was there to make sure the process went through, and I was like, no, you saying that. Well, let me keep my
No,
personal opinion. Oh no,
no.
you saying that because you was on the other end.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
this shit and almost got wrecked too. He's like,
yeah,
so now you feel us. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So yeah.
Because you was a couple of feet because they were showing like the whole incident.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they was like 15, 20 minutes early, well, yeah, this would have been a different story
Is
because they would
what
have
I'm
they
saying.
would have got a whole lot of them.
Is what I'm saying. I think that's why he's even out there like that. You know what I'm saying? And they would say it because sometimes, especially with these folks, this stuff doesn't happen. It doesn't affect you until it affects you. You don't know what you don't know. You've been privileged your whole life.
Hmm.
Black Lion, dog. We paused this time, but
Hey,
we kind of talked about some other shit.
no, it's all
It
good.
all makes sense to the feed.
My shit, I got gremlins in my shit, dog. This shit has been on some bullshit today. I was just, and it's funny before email before you got on, Tom, me and Emil was talking, and I was just saying I got to get a new laptop. It's time for me to step it up because I've had this laptop for a couple years now, so it's time for me to invest in some more shit. Because yeah, I don't like my shit like this here.
Yeah, and I was just telling you about my desktop behind me. The keyboard stopped working,
Yeah,
but I've had this for like 6, 7 years, so I think it's
Yeah,
time.
Gremlins ain't cool.
but
Huh?
Gremlins ain't cool.
right.
No,
No. Mm-mm.
I'm
Hey,
saying
but that's why we three mics because y'all
exactly.
y'all carry on to mantle and keep
There we
shit
Exactly.
go.
popping, keep shit
Yes.
going. So
Hmm.
Yes,
I
sir. So it
appreciate
kept
that.
recording. It kept recording
Uh,
us.
Yeah.
so it was recording y'all, but I wasn't. I could
Okay.
see mine. It didn't show mine was recording. So I'm like, okay, well, so I could hear y'all, I could see y'all, but y'all couldn't hear me or see me.
Oh, that's what's
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
okay.
So
Good.
it's all good. But I was
Okay.
because
Cool.
I was trying to talk, and then I was like, oh shit, these niggas can't hear me.
Yeah, we got nothing. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna bounce back into it.
Okay.
But what were we? I can't read. What was we?
The whole process of being a juror and stuff like that, how it's
Yeah.
important to have African Americans on that juror is
Yeah,
very important.
that's right. That's right. That's right.
So, I mean, because if you get that little notice in the mail, do not rip it up. Don't be trying to call out sick because it's folks that look like us needs to be in that
Especially black men, y'all. Especially black
Yes.
men.
yes.
I'm saying because
No
the
doubt.
black women will be in there, but it'd be like 2, 3 um brothers. Like I'm saying. So, and like I've told my son and some of his friends, like, y'all need to go because
Yes.
y'all are the ones who I was like, because imagine you're sitting there in that process, and
Hmm.
I was there. It was a young black kid that was on trial, and I seen him look in there and look at me like, and what
Hmm.
I'm saying, like, I'm gonna do my due diligence, dog. So if you did some shit, your ass is going to jail.
It
You
is
know what
what
I'm
it
saying?
is. Yeah. No doubt.
Imma do that too. Like, Imma
Right.
do what I'm supposed to do. You know
This
what I'm
ain't a
saying?
hookup.
You ain't gonna get
This ain't
it
a
ain't a
hookup.
free thing, but
Right.
Yeah.
Not a
the
hookup.
evidence did support out. Like, I'm listening to it. I remember vividly. I'm listening to it. I'm like, "He didn't do this. This is some bullshit. This motherfucker lying." So, and it ended up getting dropped. But to my point, it's like, why do these things go to trial? This shouldn't have went to trial. It's a waste. But I
Mhm.
digress. We're talking about Brother Carmelo Anthony. Um, was you finished, E?
Yeah, I think I was
I
because
mean, I think you said something about the parents, and that's what I was telling the Milvanti too, or E. While when you froze out, it's like we got some good shit going, and this shit is just starting to. You can't do that. Okay, somebody do some crazy shit in my background. I'm telling them cease and desist, my guy. Chill out.
no, my thing is the parents should, should but see, I don't know the parents' education level. I don't know if they even knew about the process. It could have been, new to them.
What
But
happened?
I mean, for us, them allowing that shit to go on and them having a public offender. I
Well,
mean,
the public defender part, that's who they got, right? Like if
Finances.
that's what you can afford, that's what you can afford.
That's
You know what I'm
finances.
saying?
But
That's
I think
that's
I
part of the
know
process.
yeah.
I know
A
one of
lot
the
And
of
see, and
things
then
that
and then we also can that also goes with you know, uh, kind of where they in it, where the particular parents are at. Whereas, if they can afford to put their house up, or if they have like somebody in their family that can, scrounge up some money, they could have got somebody pro bono. I mean, it looked like they just went in there just to go in there.
I mean,
I mean, because I would have exhausted all my resources.
yeah, I
Because
feel you.
this is
I
this is
do.
my son here. This is my
I feel you.
son.
But
So
the other part of the coin is that, again, we don't know the parents, and I'm not trying to speculate. I'm sure Emil's not either. We're just saying what we would do. And fortunately for us, we are in better situated, maybe possibly to be able to do something like that if we had to put up, you know, um, a lien against the house or something like that to try to work that out. Not all public defenders are bad either. I want to put that out there too. Again, my sister, she was a public defender um, for a long time, and I would tell people all the time if Carmelo Anthony had gotten my sister as his public defender, he'd be free. I'm confident
yeah.
saying that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
you know, now part of that process also, and I'm gonna just say it from listening, from hearing some of the stuff I've heard, you know, I'm not confident that all of these. It's my opinion, and it's only my opinion. But from what I've heard, let me be very clear. My opinion is that, to Emil's point, some of these public offices that are publicly funded and federally funded and don't necessarily care about putting on the best defense for these young people. Again, if you had my sister or her mentor or some of those people in her office, you were good. But not everybody is like that. And to the point where they're not all like that anymore anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's tough, man. The system is
So,
set up for us to fail, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I can almost guarantee you, his next lawyer for his next trial
on the appeal?
won't be a public offender,
No.
because this case has got so much publicity, and yeah, somebody's gonna step in.
That's the other point too, E. So 35 years, he gets 35 years. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, I want to also say this. You know what I'm saying? I feel for young Carmelo, but the other part of this coin that we got to go ahead and be honest with ourselves about, why are you there? Like, why did you not, why didn't you leave? Like, if you're under their tent, it's a rival team or whatever, and they tell you to leave, brother, you got to leave, man.
I believe, yeah.
What are you, what are you doing? Like, and then to stand your ground because you know what I'm saying, like, so I get it. I think 35 years is excessive, but what I will say is, um, it's like the movie A Time to Kill, right? In the movie A Time to Kill with Matthew McConaughey and Samuel L. Jackson,
Mhm.
um, Samuel L. Jackson's daughter is raped by these two hillbillies.
White men. Yeah,
Um,
white men.
some two redneck hillbillies that violated her, something atrocious. Samuel L. Jackson rides on him, kills him, smokes him, broad daylight. God, do what you do. Okay, say it again, Mel. Damn, we can't hear you, brother.
No.
So in that movie, towards the end of the movie, when they're doing the closing argument, Matthew McConaughey, who's the defense attorney for Samuel L. Jackson's character, he says he does this whole storyline, and he said, "Now imagine that the child is white," and that was the flip. You know what I'm saying? And that was how they got the hook. So ever since that, when these things come up, I like to put myself in that situation. So if I put myself in the situation where it's Carmelo on the other side and Metcalf is the aggressor, I would want Carmelo to get justice as well. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I don't know that we can, you know what I'm saying, you know, involuntary manslaughter, if he was, look, that this is more self-defense than the other stuff we were talking about. You know what I'm saying? And the other thing that is out here that we're hearing is that Metcalf's father was friends or something with the
The
judge
judge.
of the whole thing. Frisco, Texas is highly racist. Like, so he wasn't gonna get a fair trial there anyway. They probably should have, to E's point of not having a public defender, probably should have moved that trial somewhere else
Mhm.
and to another venue, to another court. You know what I'm saying? So it could be fair, at least. You know what I'm saying? So
And that right there is a mistrial. I mean, I watch enough Law& and Order. That's a mistrial right
it should,
there. That's a conflict of interest.
absolutely.
So, come on
So,
now.
hopefully they get their appeal
Mhm.
and that's what plays out. You know what I'm saying? Because we just wanted everything to be fair. You know what I'm saying? If he has to do some time, he has to do some time. Uh, but 35 years is crazy.
That's a lot. I see Mel is still frozen.
Poor Mel. He's
Yeah.
just he in
Yeah.
purgatory in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, for sure.
So
This is all y'all.
Oh, we got you. There we got you.
This is all. I was gonna say this is all
You
y'all
ain't
Okay.
today. Yeah.
Okay. No, Tone was saying it's the man. We talking about some real shit now. So they
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
Yeah.
Y'all
Man's
27,
watching my
y'all 27
man's watching my
followers ain't
shit
getting
for
this.
sure.
Yeah.
Not at all.
That- yeah.
Can y'all hear me now?
Well, I think it's because Emil put on this black polo. Yeah,
Is
you
that
know what
what-
I'm saying? He looking all professional and it messed everything up. And then glitched the mail all the way out. All right.
Oh,
Well,
you're a fool
we're
for
not
that.
gonna get anything from the Black Line today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and sign off. You think that's okay, E?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So
We
let's
at
go ahead
33
and sign
minutes.
this thing off. We appreciate y'all watching us. Man, hit the comment section, especially on this one, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Show us some love. Show us that y'all are out here paying attention to us. Okay, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna beat the dead drum. You feel me? I'm gonna keep banging this thing. Pause. Wait, that sounded crazy. No Diddy, but y'all understand what I'm saying. All right, E.
All right, this was very serious topic. So I know you guys gonna have your opinions on it. Like, comment, share. If you got a different
Comment section,
opinion,
y'all gotta light it up
yeah.
on this one, y'all.
If
'Cause
you
I
if you
really
got
would like the feedback. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I
yeah,
think this is important on this one.
even if you don't agree with us, express
Especially
your opinion. And if
you
you want to
can,
call us
especially if
Uncle
you don't agree.
Tom, sell out,
You
blah
have to be
blah blah.
sharper. Hit that
Yeah,
comment section because I know you got some shit to say. Hit me, holla at me. She hit us up on some other ones she told me, y'all, and then she was talking shit. I need you on this one, Jack. Holla at
okay.
your boy.
Yeah. Mel,
Are we done?
We're done.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're done.
you're done.
I'm talking and we're done. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
sign
you're
off
done.
salute before some shit
My
happens
dog.
and I can't do shit else again.
Yeah,
Way to
hit the
hold this
button,
shit
dog.
down, fellas. All right, then.
I got you.
All right, peace.